Hey guys, Tarek here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Play for today spawning in the south we have Hanzawilhelm, Longbowman of Cressy, playing as US Forces, who has Urban Assault, Airborne and Infantry.
Squad ready for action. Pathfinders on station and ready
Speakers
for
on.
action.
They're off. Alright, PaperPadding. Also as US Forces, there is Tactical Support, Recon Support and Rifle Company. From the north we have ed80hertz, Ostheer, who has Assault Support, instantly locked in. Finally, LuchsSkywalker, also, or not, he's playing as OKW, who has Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Elite Armoured and Overwatch. In terms of rankings here, PaperPadding in the mid-50s, Hanzawilhelm around 160, I think. Ed about 200, and LuchsSkywalker around 170, I think. So Hanzawilhelm going for one rifle into Pathfinders. It's a lot of just straight Pathfinder action lately. I think this is a fine way to play as well. Empire is a little bit isolated over here. Good start there for the Fox Grenadiers. Dropping model should allow them to win that. Grenadiers caught out in the open, but another Fox Grenadier coming in from the side. Machine gun getting some nice suppression in there. Hanzawilhelm late on the whatever he's building next. Very late. Three rifle start for PaperPadding. Cut off play here for him as well. Not cutting off a huge amount, but it's nice nonetheless. And yeah, just really good model drops for LuchsSkywalker. Winning that one quite handily. Pathfinders try and do their best, but the Pios go inside the building, eventually chasing them off. It was a nice timing on the retreat as well. Not really at risk of getting wiped. He's doing their best there. In this case, I'll just close the distance here. Here he goes. This time he's not going to hang about. Ends up going for another Pathfinder squad. And it's going to be a 2-2-1 for LuchsSkywalker. Late retreat here from him as well, and no retreat. In fact, he loses that squad. Too busy trying to control this one out the back here. Sloppy lost that one. Pathfinder's trying to jam the decap. With the support of the rifle, able to do so quite cleanly.
You got a captain hitting the field.
2-2-1 nearly completed now. Oh, pretty large patch for S-mines up here for Ed. He's got some nice control now in that area.
Listen up. Here's the deal.
The echelon quite low in health as well. They're coming for a big old wraparound. Might actually work out quite well. Second squad of Grenadiers a little bit further back. Getting overwhelmed here. Here comes the 2-2-1. Riflemen do complete the decap over there. Do have the lieutenant and popping the bazooka upgrade. It's a good answer to the 2-2-1. Gives you enough anti-tank to force it away. Coming in for a bit of a play here, but quite risky. You don't have much armor on that before it gets to the 2-2-3 stage. By the way, it's machine gun getting decrewed over here. Whole bunch of S-mines going off. And Hanzawilhelm getting the steal on that. That is a huge deal. 2-2-1 has to pull back for repairs in this early stage. Does have the sweep upgrade already, so repairs are going to be quite fast on that. I'm guessing, I didn't really pay attention since the 221 was in so much trouble, but I'm guessing Ed got flanked by the rear echelon. He tried to run over the air mine field, try to bait them over it, but didn't end up working out too well.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
He's back here, he's got his battle phase completed, needs to start his tech if he's hoping to get a 222. He's kind of blocking his machine gun a little bit doing this positioning. Don't know if I'm a fan of that. Cheeky cut-off play here from the rear echelon. 223 is upgraded now for looks. And the early second tech truck. Very strange. I don't know why he's going for a second tech truck. You can see he's got nowhere near enough fuel to go mechanized at this stage.
Contact! Enemy infantry! Protect the flank!
Good spray of damage here. Maybe going to look for the wipe. Stern pipe's closing in. If possible, he's doing a pretty good job here. You don't want to like push your stern pies, stop them from firing. So staying off to the side here I think is a good decision. And does end up getting the wipe. So quite a high lethality game so far. 3 of the 4 players having lost something. Rifle nade out there by Ed. Does have the 222 out, but he's got the pack in the build as well. Forwards, takes a huge amount of damage. I think he's kind of mistimed his attack there. He can't. Oh. In the center. Wow, Ed wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Higher down, and now the repairs on that very, very slow. Yeah, you got to time your attack, you know, while it's reloading. You can actually like visually see how many bullets are left in the clip of it. Or you can just know when it reloaded last and how many shots it has roughly. Because it's about like 8 seconds, the timing where it reloads. So if you come in like, right at the tail end where it's shooting its like, last shell at a squad of infantry, get in there for a nice burst with a 222, then back out. Do about, about a third of its health and damage. Uncontested. Rinse and repeat if possible. The quad now potentially for paper padding has just enough munis for it. It's gone for the double officer as well. This is very reminiscent of my 2019 World Championships build. What paper padding's up to here. Ordinarily, I don't think it's very good against OKW because mechanized is so strong against this kind of build, but looks having gone for the 223 is quite weak to the quad. So it should work out very well in this case. He gets in there for a pack shot. Rifle didn't get close enough for the AT grenades. But the A half track itself a little bit too weak to really come in and finish this off, so it's pretty safe. Oh boy, there we go. Rear echelon down for Hanzawilhelm. Now everybody's lost something. He hasn't upgraded this to the quad though. He's just gone for full M1919s. He's going to use it for a reinforcement.
Crew, ready. Target secured. Send orders. Under receiving enemy fire. Contact.
Get at a good angle there. It's definitely a situation where you should be going for the attack ground. Very, very, very close to reloading in time for that second shot, so wouldn't have to scatter long to actually get the kill shot off. It looked like movement was kind of getting channeled into this gap here as well, so knew where to target. Pretty side of it as well. Well, stolen MG42 causing Ed some headaches. He's rebuilt his MG42. We're going for some MG wars here. So with the MG34 of Lux on this side. At the moment you can see not very good territory control. For the Axis they have been struggling a lot. Lux going with a very, very weird build. You know, just maybe lacking one squad of infantry. Shouldn't need 2 Raketans to deal with an M5 unupgraded. Gets the result, but never upgraded it to the quad, so it's not a huge expenditure for paper padding, and obviously doesn't really have a good answer. Oh boy, paratroopers down Ed, coming in with a cheeky rifle nade from the side. Wow. Good kill there for Ed. But it does leave him weak now to the M1919 rifleman. Investing so much into anti-tank. Oh boy, oof. Oh, he's nearly going down there. They're repairing. And Lieutenant getting deep in here. Capping all the way in the back. 2-3 requiring repairs, can't assist. Putting down the Shred Panzer headquarters now. So he never did get mechanized. He built that second tech truck. Like about, what was it, like 7 minutes into the game? Only just using it now. Massive waste of resources.
Krauts have cut our supply line. Frontline units are being hung out to dry. The capture point is under attack.
Could be trouble. Ed's anti-tank gun not in the best angle. Get in range for the anti-tank grenade though. Yeah, this is really bad news for the Axis. Look at how far back they're pegged at the moment. Got the Major in the build. You can see pretty close to the resources for a medium tank as well.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses.
Allies dominating at the moment. Indirect fire coming through now for Lux. Should help quite a lot against these M1919 riflemen. They do favour sitting still in cover. Ed meanwhile has gone for an artillery field officer, as well as the GG Mortar as he likes to call it. Just providing some really nice vision to Hanzawilhelm. Oh, Ed getting too far forwards with his pack, but didn't get focused down with that at all. MG under too much pressure though. Grenadiers coming in from the side. The pack pulled back quite far. He's bringing the smoke on this now from the officer. It's a nice idea. Grenadiers coming through onto the cut-off. Looks like the anti-air half-track gonna head off to them. Hitting Vet 2 there, going for some attack ground action. Unable to complete that, Captain shuts down the cutoff. But here we go, got a wipe over here. Looks like the ISG was what was that? Looks like some craters there, but I don't know what could have caused them. Concussive grenade, no. Oh, either way, rifleman down. A mortar out for paper padding. I probably wouldn't have suggested going for a mortar at this stage. You know, maybe it's a little bit late. If you want to go for like a tank into the Calliope, probably not going to have enough manpower if you try to go for the mortar as well. Don't know what. Oh. PaperPadding's got grenades as well. I didn't know that. And somehow misses the throw though. There's one model here, one model way off to the side. He kind of threw into where the icon was. Doesn't end up hitting anything. I'll really watch where the exact models are placed. Sometimes unit cards are not that good of an indicator. Setting this up into fuel cache mode in the corner there now. Can't quite get in range for the Faust. Decides to peel off. Briefly contest the fuel over here, the Axis. G trying to camp it out, but now getting flanked. So yeah, been a nightmare start so far for the Axis. Haven't fallen too far behind on the VPs, but way behind on resources.
Battalion just released a major for action.
Hanzawilhelm though went for the rebuild on the paratroopers, which does mean his tank is a little bit slow coming through. If that's what he's going for. Maybe he's going to go for some Scots.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Yes, looking grim. Got an oversold though coming in for Lux. Still probably has enough time, given how bad the Axis fuel control is, to save up enough manpower for a tank after that. I think that's a reasonable choice. And here we go, Sherman coming out for PaperPadding. As I said, it is a little bit late given that he went for that mortar though.
Capture point is under attack.
There we go, getting started.
Unit ready.
Just there for the Calliope now, timing wise. Ooh! Heavy cover got destroyed, and then the follow-up shot gets the wipe. They're still clumped like they were in the heavy cover. Gotta really watch for that. Good angle for the machine gun though. Double Raketins lining up. Backing off ultimately.
Listen up! Listen up! Infantry across our line! Suppressive fire!
Enemy forces have 300 points.
Ready to deploy!
But yeah, how long has the Sherman been on the field? Like maybe 1 minute? Given the good control the Allies have had, should come out a lot faster than, like 17 minutes. I think there's something to really look for, you know, like if you're winning quite hard, that's where medium tanks can really shine in these 2v2s. Oh, just call for the captain. Does get away though. That's where you can really like close out the game by going for those fast mediums, which we didn't really see from the Allies this game. But the Sherman getting a good decent wipe. Still has had to pull back quite a lot. Got the recon plane coming up now. Do have the 222 on the map. A bit of anti-air as well as the OKW flak base if he activates it. Oh wow, 222 gets the job done. Comes the Calliope barrage now. I think it's into the fog though. Targeting the machine gun. Targeting the mortar out the back.
Fragmentation bombing can begin at any time.
Decent strike. Only 3 kills though. Good shot on there. He's vet 1. Could maybe have considered trying to pop the take aim to go for the follow-up shot.
Sherman ready to go.
And now, here we go. You can see Lux starting production on his Panzer IV. And this is where these kind of strategies can fall off a bit. do have an anti-tank gun and support for paper padding as well. Sherman does struggle a little bit against the KW Panzer IV. And artillery dropped on these two. Punching away in time though. Clyde about ready to fire again. Sherman coming in. He's going in quite deep. Looking to get around the side of the Raketans before they can fire. Able to do so, throws out a grenade. One Raketan retreats. Now backing away with the Sherman. Taking one Raketan shot, trying to knock out that rifle on retreat. Not quite able to do so now, maybe at risk of getting wiped by the Sherman. Shot collides with the cover though. Raketan chasing in, and we've got the Panzer IV about to arrive. Sherman playing it safe, you know, he doesn't have support of the anti-tank gun that's quite far away. He's on high explosive, so, you know, staying in there, being aggressive could backfire on him quite easily. Coming in here. Anti-tank gun looking to assist. Switch rounds over to piercing. Heat shells equipped now by Lux. Panzer IV in some big trouble. Oh, and he gets him from downtown. I can't believe that. Connected. He was out of range there. Drops the artillery down on the AT gun. No dodge from paper padding. And then he just comes through and just one-shots the AT gun as well. Oh, that is devastating. Ed dropping down the pinning plane. Comes the Calliope barrage now. Going for the mortar again. Really hates that mortar. The scatter's no good. It's a pretty long range barrage. I don't think he had sight as well, so 0 kills for the Calliope on that barrage. Dropping down some artillery. Looks like he got 1 or 2 kills with it. Breaks the suppression with the captain. Ed hitting Vet 3 now on the 222. That's nice to see. He has gone for Tier 4, but didn't go for anything from it. Looks like he's saving for the Tiger. Don't have to build a Tier 4 tech structure to get the Tiger, but building it does give you the passive. So if you're expecting to play a long game, reducing your manpower bleed at this early of a stage is quite valuable. Probably eventually going to get something from it. Because, you know, in spite of that pretty shocking start from the Axis, only down by about 100 VPs here. Now this could be a squad wipe, but Ed's backing away with the 222. Doesn't end up getting it. And into this machine gun here. So he's trying to maybe close in for a rifle nade, not quite able to get there. Oh boy, I didn't notice out the back here. Mortar goes down to the Panzer IV. So Paper Pudding getting blasted at the moment. Got another Calliope barrage ready to roll. So he's going to go for the double ISGs. And he's got the Packowie firing there as well. So the Packowie got the actual kill though. It's heat barrage. And this dodges away in time. I think he cancelled the barrage slightly early because the Panzer IV is coming in hot. Jackson misses its shot though. And the follow-up as well. Bad start for it. And here's the Tiger now. You have the planes ready to go for Hanzawilhelm, who's still got quite a lot of manpower in reserve as well. A lot of resources overall. And enough popcap to build just about anything too. Guessing it's going to be a second Jackson. Another Jackson coming out. But yeah, PaperPadding really needs to get some more work done with that Calliope. I think, you know, just going for these super long-range barrages into the fog of war, get support weapons, against, like, you know, the mortar and the ISGs out the back. It's just not the way to go with the Calliope. Coming for some of those tighter scatter barrages. Oh, this could be bad news for the Panzer IV. Doesn't have munitions to pop the AP ammo, but gets the penetration anyway. Panzer IV goes down, nicely done there. That Panzer IV had a pretty good run though. Dropped a heavy mortar strike, but you can see the smoke we saw was way off target. So you kind of, oh, looks like he's picked up some bars now on these Pathfinders now. And the artillery officer. Oh boy. The T-gun goes down over here to the Obers, and here, what is he doing? He's just not paying any attention. Calliope going for a barrage, but the double Raketens just roll up on him and knock him out. Oh, that is really bad for PaperPadding. Obers did a lot of damage as well. Getting the deker on the pack Howie. That thing was, I think, at least Vet 2, maybe Vet 3. A shame to lose the veterancy on that. And look at this steal or recovery on the machine gun. So Ed picking it up there. So like LuchsSkywalker for his third tech truck, so he's going to go for the King Tiger next. He's got a good chunk of resources. Be able to get that quite shortly. But yeah, losing that Calliope, that is just disastrous for the Allies. Really needed that rocket artillery. It's got a fuel cache down, by the way. There's a grenade out there. Artillery from the Major coming down the centre. We're at Vet 2 now. This is where the riflemen really start to struggle against them. So 1919 rifles drop off quite sharply against the Vet 2 Obers. Before that, the riflemen have a slight edge, but it's not good. Okay, well, doesn't go for the second Jackson. A little bit surprised. He ends up going for the Scott, as well as recrewing the pack Howie. This is kind of like, oh, I'm looking to bleed you style, rather than I'm looking to kill your tiger style. Good smoke out there from Ed, from his officer. Tank gun quite slow to respond to this. A half-track facing the wrong direction here as well. Just connecting once. The T-gun repositioning. It's out of there though before any AT gun fire comes through. No, one shot but misses. Oh, and Ed's got an Opel Blitz out the back there as well. Usually you can't afford that much manpower in this situation. But Pretty good KDs for both the Axis players. Backs off. Second shot might not kill the 222 here. Doesn't. It's got that bit 3 health boost. Oh, and the Jackson misses the final shot. 221 under pressure though, popping smoke, trying to disengage out of resource boosting mode. Ooh, nasty hit from the Tiger. He could go down on retreat now perhaps. Looks like he's going to retreat past this machine gun. Bad retreat path for that. Oh, big Calliope barrage though. A lot of stuff all clumped up here. Big hits. Oh boy, but look at this. The Jackson goes down on retreat. He doesn't manage to knock out the 221. He's too focused on their monster barrage there. Not focused on the vehicular play. Not sure. Oh well. Now coming through and killing these off with the Jackson AT gun. Oh boy! Still in the barrage range. So the 222 shooting at those planes allows them to come through for another pass. And he was repairing the Pioneers during that. He loses both of his Pioneers to the anti-tank planes. Ouch.
We are losing a sector.
Forcing back the Kittens, but you can see Allies just falling further and further behind in terms of territory control. Good pack carry barrage, I think that is. Deer half tracks still quite valuable. T-gun a little bit exposed here though. Slower to suppress now with all that light cover hanging about. Tiger very slow getting repaired. Ed having to rebuild those Pios. Got the King Tiger out now for LuchsSkywalker. So that was the coordinated barrage from Ed's officer. If we're still ready to fire again. Is that a mortar rebuild? No. Looks like a recrew. The health is quite low. And good reaction times from Hanzawilhelm getting out of there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Still have the Jacksons out the back here. But they're going to have to tackle 2 Tigers now. So at least one of these 2 players needs a second Jackson. Calliope. Targeting the machine gun, but that gets out of there. Doesn't take any damage. With the Jackson, AT gun very low in health. Not in position to assist in the fighting either. I think it's probably a good choice just to go heal that up at this stage. He's making a pretty big play. PaperPadding struggling against these high vet overs. This is where you need the Calliope to just wipe them instead of having to fight against them in a fair one. Major, quite valuable. You know, it does have that vet bonus vision, helping the Jackson spot there. Oh, and there we go. Don't even need the Calliope. The Scott coming in with a monster shot. There goes one of the obers. I think that was the higher vet of the 2. That was the vet 3 one. Double kittens are there though. Could be trouble for this Jackson. he lost sight on the Jackson. Jackson attack ground misses. It might have actually been an accuracy shot even, with the Major providing vision and dropping some artillery down the center himself. Ed not dodging away. Ooh, loses machine gun and his officer too. That was one of the best Major artilleries I've ever seen. So all 3 shells landing in quite tight scatter, getting the wipes there. Retreating through the smoke. No, smoke wears off. Obers wipe him because of that. Might be going for another long-range barrage, but again ends up going down to the Raketans. Well, I don't know why he's so obsessed with going for these super long-range Calliope barrages. That is not the way to go. Oh man. Under pressure there. Gets decrewed. He's gonna steal that. I think for Hanzawilhelm though, he's at, you know, pretty much his pop cap limit. Bring that machine gun. Oh wow! Pathfinder's spotting the Panzerwerfer out the back there, knocks it out. Looks like the Tiger's like crushed all this sight blocker away. Good for the Pathfinder, providing vision. Jackson missing though. Oh boy, and Tiger blitzing in. Hanzawilhelm a little bit shoddy on the controls. Didn't drop the planes. Tiger continuing, looking for the kill here. And he gets it too. Drops the planes now, but it's quite late. Drops him quite deep. Tiger coming off to the side here. Looks like he's going to back around. Planes target the 222, which is in the circle. Jackson's still in hot pursuit. Neither of these squads have snares, so they're not a big threat. MG setting up to suppress them. Tiger backing through. But he manages to avoid all of the anti-tank planes. The Jackson's in there, but PaperPadding getting cold feet. 222 does go down out the back. Jackson backing through this direction, at risk now. Here come the double Raketans and the King Tiger. Wow. Rate of fire on those Raketans. Really scary. Is that another Calliope? Did he just lose another Calliope? Oh my god. What the hell, man? There's the AT gun. Oh, but the King Tiger ends up taking the final run from the P-47s and it goes down. The Allies desperately needed that, man. They got pounded in that engagement. The King Tiger going down, that evens things out quite a lot. So he's lost three Calibes, right? Yeah, okay. Make sure completely unaware in terms of time scale. Maybe slightly unfortunate timing for LuchsSkywalker losing that King Tiger right as he goes for the walking Stuka, so he's not going to have a tank for quite some time. It's Tiger back up to full strength, up to Vet 2 now as well. He's gone for a Brombeer next. Did lose his officer, so doesn't have as much of an incentive to go for the Panzerwerfer. Doesn't have the coordinated strike option at the moment. Coordinated barrage, that one's called.
Sturmpanzer ready.
Rebuild on the Jackson for Hanzawilhelm. Needs to be, you know, a little bit better on the controls with it, like managing the range. Seems like he's having maybe a little bit of trouble estimating 60 range that the Jackson has. Pretty far. It's got a good angle for it though, you know, I feel like on this map, from this angle, you quite favourable for this player if you're using the default camera angles to shoot at a tank from that angle. Good sight lines. The Axis, in spite of doing quite well over the last few minutes, they have fallen further and further behind on VPs, now down to just 127.
RPG! Swing the gun! They're on the flank!
Padding, going for a Sherman here, which I mean, I guess. Something a bit more immediate, can maybe gain some territory control, chase away that machine gun on the far side.
Orders complete.
Oh boy. Oh my god!
Attained veteran status!
Oh, wow, that was one of the... Oh man, they were still like so clumped up, they kind of... Oh, it's just... I'm lost for words. That is a horror show for PaperPadding. He's got nothing now. After 3 Calliope losses. Now he's lost all his infantry. Frag bombs coming in, but the machine gun does survive it. It's packed quite far back here. Oh wow, that didn't result in the engine crit. The second Jackson out now for Hanzawilhelm. The second one, the vetted one, a little bit further back though. Getting in quite deep here with those Volksgrenadiers. Sherman could be in some trouble. Double Raketens lining up, but find the angle. Now the Brumbier getting blasted by the double Jacksons. But yeah, the double Jacksons are going to limit the effectiveness of these 2 big boys for Ed. He's got the Werfer out now as well though. Probably there's enough room in his pop cap to go for a second anti-tank gun, which is what I would suggest next. Oh, blast away those Jacksons. Oh boy, this is a long replay, isn't it? Just realised we're at the 42-minute mark and about halfway. I didn't really look at that before I started casting it. Look at the game length. Oh boy. Alright. Settle in, folks. Okay, frag bombs coming in, as well as the anti-infantry pinning planes. Frag bombs only really hitting the tanks though, and it doesn't have his Tiger in range for the follow-up. Catch them while they're stunned. Ladies didn't get a Faust off there either. Good hit from the Brumbier. Tiger pressing forwards. Looks like the anti-tank gun got destroyed of Hanzawilhelm at some stage. Tank gun for PaperPadding coming across. More points going to drain off the Axis here. Major artillery forcing back the Raketens. SVP wide open now for a capture. Oh boy, anti-tank guns also wide open, getting blasted at the moment. A half-track coming in to assist. But smoke actually covering the infantry for the moment. Here comes the Sherman though. Pretty good hit in there. IR searchlight coming in. Looks. walking Stuka strike. Captain getting out of there though. Major heading to the VP, which is open. No, he's heading to the fuel. Got another Calliope coming in. Paper padding. Let's see if he can keep this one alive.
A capture point is under attack.
If he loses this one, I'm gonna lose my mind. Looks like Lux is trying to save for another King Tiger, just about there. Let's give paper padding, you know, a bit of breathing room that allows that Sherman to do some actual damage, not just getting annihilated. It's going to last for too much longer now, though. Here, oh,
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
damage coming in from the double Jacksons. Loses vision of them, though. Calliope, I think this time targeting the double triple Rakitans, in fact. Got a smoke out from the Sherman as well, going for some attack round action. Should be able to maybe decrew one of these.
Crowds are taking one of our points.
Oh, but he doesn't focus on the decrew, instead coming back for the Obers. I feel like he really should have focused on trying to decrew that one Rakitan and go for the steal on it. You can do with the second anti-tank gun once that King Tiger arrives. Tiger blitzing in, looking for the Sherman kill. Sherman doesn't have smoke to escape with. Anti-tank guns there, missing. Sherman switching around. Tiger misses again. Bit of a lucky break there for paper padding. He gets away. The frag bombs coming in on the AT gun though. No dodge. Catch the Sherman as well.
Crowds just took out an
Amount of
entire
damage.
gun crew. Field promotion just came through.
Decent attempt there by Ed. Good awareness. Pop coming in with the blitz. Not sure why paper padding rebuilt his officers. I think that's not a good idea. I think it, you know, unless you really, yeah, even then, even for like smoke grenades, I don't think it's that good. Nice attack round there from Ed, catching the Pathfinders. They're trying to sneak around
Points are down to 300.
in camouflage. I wonder if, oh, has he been using the Stuka Recon run? Maybe that gave Ed vision of them actually. Also have that detection mode. With the IR searchlight, you can kind of see them on the tactical map. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Panzerfaust on the Jackson. That's in some big trouble. The second Jackson not in position to assist. We'll survive one Tiger shot. Tiger actually shooting at the infantry. Wasn't on prioritized vehicles. Grenadiers go down. But the P-47's coming in. Big damage. Another Grenadier goes down. The Jackson, though, horrible control on that. Very slow coming in. Tiger still could potentially go down. It's shooting at the planes, revealing itself. Jackson shoots, man, tongue twisted. And the Brumbear, not the Tiger, but the Tiger does take another pass from the planes. Only one of the two, but they provide enough vision for the Jackson to finish the job. Now he finds the walking Stuka back here, going for the kill on that. Misses the kill shot though. Down it goes. KT is there. Might be able to kill this. Jackson takes out this and maybe going to provide some vision blocking. KT still in hot pursuit. Oh, pack from the side. Main gun critted. Can the KT finish the job? No! The Jackson gets away. The vision from the vehicle wreck saving the day big time there for Hanzawilhelm. God, it looked like it was so good for Ed, but it ends up going so wrong. P-47s showing their strength there, contributing a massive amount of damage.
Send your orders. Infantry, nail him with the MG.
Let's go for the rebuild on the officer now. Up into the center, by the way. Opal Blitz has gone down out of the back here. Oh, but PaperPadding not paying attention. Just loses his captain, doesn't retreat. Could lose this as well. Those Obers just shredding. Look at the DPS they're putting out. Goes for a bit of body blocking. A lot of scatter on that Werfer strike. Lieutenant goes down as well for PaperPadding. But what I was saying is rebuilding the officers, I don't know. I think they don't provide so much utility that I would prefer to have them over an extra anti-tank grenade by rebuilding the riflemen instead.
A capture point is being overrun.
If I had less than 2 riflemen, I'd definitely be rebuilding riflemen instead of one of the officers. Unless you desperately need the smoke grenades, which I don't think is the case here. Hanzawilhelm still has a lot of munitions. P47 is available already. It really hurting for manpower, rebuilding one of those grenadiers that he lost. Close to another Tiger again though. Dropping down its artillery in the smoke, and PaperPadding didn't notice, ends up losing a squad to it. So he's really down the dumps now. Here he goes with a Calliope barrage to Ed's side. Not hitting too much though. Ed pretty good dodging. Here come the triple Raketins. This could be bad news. Staying out of harm's way though for the Allies. Nice suppression in there. Sherman coming through. Rebuilt Sherman, I believe. Sherman doing some pretty good work against the Obers. Just be so cautious with it though. Those triple Raketins running around. Die in no time. Oh boy, speaking of, KT popping the AP rounds. Jackson trying to get away. Oh, they do so much damage. Nearly one hits the anti-air half-track. There it goes. Had a pretty good run with that. Charging forwards with the Jackson. Doesn't pop the AP ammo on it though. He's dropping down the plains now. With the pack there, he doesn't want to chase in any further. So the planes target the Woombear instead of the KT as well. So definitely the right choice not to chase. Wouldn't have got the kill on it. Oh boy. Ed loses his Werfer though. The Pathfinder's providing that long-range vision. Jackson hanging on by a thread, but the Tiger finishing the job.
A medium tank was just lost.
Oh, anti-tank gun goes down though to the Sherman. DM mode activated. Got the recon plane up from PaperPadding. Maybe that was another thing providing vision, allowing for the Werfer kill there. Well, I wonder who's going to lose more pieces of rocket artillery. Is it going to be Ed? Or is it going to be PaperPadding? Padding has the lead at the moment. He's not the Calliope barrages I like to see. Max range scatter shots like that. But the Allies have forced the Axis right the way back here. Axis quite low on VPs now. Pretty sure the Major just saw those guys creeping into position and going camouflage there if he was paying attention. The echelon go down fast to the overs on the far side. Okay, Ed dropping down the pinning plane, and this time it's going to have some room to breathe. Not going to get shot down immediately by the anti-air half-track anymore. It's quite annoying the amount of suppression this thing spits out. Made out, the overs dodge off to the side. Triple the kittens creeping in here. Here we go, getting pinned. Bear coming in now. Big damage.
Half-track is now available for operations.
Okay, it's officer there calling in the heavy mortar strike. Only one Jackson in range at the moment. Kitten's got forced away. But the Allies heavily reliant on these double Jacksons since PaperPadding doesn't have anywhere near enough anti-tank. So we can't really do much against this King Tiger. I mean, Hanzawilhelm is tied up on the other side of the map. Panzer IV out now, so no more cheeky caps on this side for PaperPadding. He's got enough resources for a Jackson. He's going for a Jackson, good, and a machine gun. Those are reasonable choices. Going for a rifle rebuild as well instead of for the officer. Is he going to lose the rifleman again to the artillery of the King Tiger? No, and he gets the decap on the VP as well. The double Jackson switching into the center now. Good connections here from the double Jacksons. Rebuild on the anti-air half-track for Hanzawilhelm. That's how much he hates those pinning planes. Barrage a little bit deep here. Isn't it too much? Oh boy, and the Panzer IV come in for the Calliope kill. Well, PaperPadding, he's definitely going to win the award for most rocket artillery losses in a game. Panzer IV will die to one more volley. King Tiger coming in here, but now that's at risk of dying to the double Jacksons. It takes a main gun crit. Oh, and the planes are coming down as well. King Tiger goes down. We've got the triple kittens out the back. Here goes the Panzer IV. A bit of a traffic jam here. The triple kittens knock out one of the Jacksons. There goes the lower vet of the two, though. Gonna lose one. That was the one to lose. Major goes down out the back for Hanzawilhelm. Jumps right onto the capture there. That's a good idea. Jackson out for repairs at the moment, so the Brumbier locking down the territory. Oh wow, we've got a flak half-track out now for Lux. I think that's a pretty good idea. You know, we have had quite a few recon planes, about 4 sets of P-47s. Fortunately, not in time to save the Panzer IV and King Tiger. Vision from the Pathfinders allowing these Jacksons to really force Ed off the field here. Doesn't have that double anti-tank gun set up that can really threaten the Jacksons in return. Chasing away the overs. In this case, I go straight over to this VP. I'll open that up next. Instead he's backing off here. Triple kittens, man, they're scary. They're high vet too. So with that rate of fire, it can be hard to dodge away from them in time. Comes over to this side now, but the triple kittens have had some time to rotate. Oh, and he's caught at an awkward angle. There's no way he's going to get out of range in time. Tried to fire smoke. But yeah, I don't know. He was pretty smooth with the smoke movement. Didn't seem to slow him down much, but I think once they're vet 2, you know, they can fire off 2 shots before you can really fire off smoke. In reaction, at least. So I don't know if that was really that worthwhile attempting. Major in the center, trying to dodge those Boombear shots, trying to go for the decap. Let's pack at a nice angle there.
We are losing a sector.
Probably try to creep a little bit even further with the Pathfinders. Try to get more vision through the center. Rebuild on the Sherman for paper padding.
We lost an infantry unit. They got
Oh boy,
wiped out.
he lost a rifle on the far side here. Looks like the Obus just took him out. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. I wasn't.
Cut our supply line.
Like, he's in an awkward spot because he kind of needs the Sherman to fend off these Obus, but at the same time, he needs the Calliope to wipe these triple Raketans. Ideally, he would just have a Calliope that didn't get killed, but it's not the world that we're living in at the moment. Smoke out there for Hanzawilhelm, trying to go for the VP cap. Looks like he'll be successful. Got the Boombear coming in fast. Completes the capture, gets out of there before the Boombear arrives. Nicely done. Crawl around the side of the machine gun here, but the King Tiger's there. We'll go down now.
We lost an infantry unit.
Ouch.
They got wiped out.
Mouse connecting on the Scott. 32 kills, by the way. Quite performer. Frag bombs on the Scott. Decent damage. Thought he was maybe doing them on the machine gun over here. I think that probably would have got the wipe. King Tiger rolling forwards. Got the anti-tank gun Jackson coming across. Sherman switching over to the AP ammo again. T-gun wasn't set down now, he's dropped the artillery on it. PaperPadding's been very bad about dodging that King Tiger artillery.
We lost an anti-tank gun.
Just donating that AT gun essentially. Jackson missing. Recruits the other Jackson. Tiger getting quite aggressive for Ed. Rifleman coming around the corner. Oh, he dropped down the plane, so he doesn't have enough munitions for the anti-tank grenades. Got the flak half track on the field now. I think that was the wrong call to make. The anti-tank grenade, the Jacksons could have finished the Tiger off. P-47s come through for one pass, it's not enough. Ed, though, loses the Panther. A lot of penetrations from those triple Jacksons. Panther goes down fast. Oh, the flak half track's actually in the circle. Takes some damage from the planes. Jackson getting aggressive here. He wants the Tiger kill, I think. Faust arrives, but it's not the engine crit. AT gun gets decrewed. Ed taking a hammering there. quite do enough damage to the Paris to get the wipe. Okay, fresh Calliope out for paper padding now. Here we go, P-47's coming through. The zombie P-47 somehow didn't get shot down by the flak half track that entire time. This triple kitten's always the threat. See what the Calliope gets up to here. Looks like he's going to go for a barrage, maybe on the fuel point. Gets the officer. He was coming in from the side with the triple Raketens. Shivan trying to get around the side of them here. Firing off some smoke. Still end up taking 3 shots. Circling around, but he hasn't done much damage. A lot of pathing blockers here, making it a little bit awkward to dodge around these Raketens. Doing a decent job of it so far. Setting up though, this looks like the end. This machine gun goes down during all that. Rebuild on the rifleman for paper padding. It's tough because when the overs are like this highly vetted and the game is so open like this, like a 50 cal without heavy cover can often struggle with the overs frontally, even with like the formation changes.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Just slaughter so fast from long range. Especially with all these light cover craters as well, slowing down a lot of suppression. Both teams quite focused on that central VP. And the anti-infantry pinning plane now. Ed's making a bit of a play. This is back the machine gun. Yeah, half track though, fast to shoot that down. Might be into the center, I think. Nothing there though. Yeah, this is... Oh no. Ooh, the Pathfinders go down. Collateral damage. I think he was shooting at the Jackson, not even at the infantry there. Nasty. Careful. Tiger getting very aggressive. Second Jackson off to the side here, not really assisting. Jackson doing some good damage. Doesn't dodge the artillery, but still alive. The triple Raketens are pushed up. If this second Jackson came across here, that King Tiger probably would have gone down. Major getting in here, trying to go for the decap, unsuccessful though. Oh, and goes down to the mine on retreat. It's such a real shame to see the Calliope wasted like this on these kind of barrages. Time and time again. These Raketens could be complete mincemeat at this stage. Hasn't been used that way.
All complete.
there. Oh, gets decrewed at just the right time for Hanzawilhelm. It's got enough infantry there to force back the Grenadiers. Jackson's coming back in. Double Jacksons this time. Like a buster from Ed from downtown. Some pretty good hits with it as well. Doesn't have the Pathfinders for sight. They're way out the back at the moment. Engine crit. Jackson could be in some trouble. Got the rifleman there. Could go for the anti-tank grenade. Here it comes. King Tiger's coming across. Rakeden goes down the center. He decides to peel back. That's safe. The engine crit coming down. Big announcer. Good heat shells. There goes the Jackson. Big damage from that King Tiger. Finally knocked out one of those Raketens though. Looks like it was the Vet 0 one, however, so unfortunate. But yeah, now the Allies low on VPs themselves. Axis close to taking the lead here. So he's going to kill off that decrewed AT gun. He's unable to recover. He's gone for another green rebuild. PaperPadding has enough for another Jackson in terms of fuel now. Still struggling for manpower. Somehow kept this mortar alive for quite a while. That's the Axis mortar actually. It's mortar. Coming in here. Double Jacksons are there though. Good amount of damage. Here comes a fresh walking Stuka rebuild by Lux. Doesn't hit too much with that. Pretty good dodging from Hanzawilhelm. Now the Allies are behind on the VPs. They need to get something cooking. Wilhelm pushing in now. Come the Jacksons. Grenadier's going to spot this. Big damage onto the Tiger. Big grenade. Officer in some trouble. Goes down. Double Jacksons. Both Vet 3. Now they are blasting through that Tiger fast. Grenadier's able to stick around for long enough though for another Faust. Goes down in the process though. Clocker stops. Out for repairs on that. Jackson coming in. Oops.
A fresh officer has arrived.
Over's now coming to contest the center. Good dodge on the nades. Oh, the Calliope! That's the kind of one you want. 2 squads down to that. Money shot. 12 kills now. But yeah, you know, like relatively close range. It's the job. I mean, you can see I'm getting some pretty bad stutters now. We're now 15 into this one. Oh, is this the end of the Scott? Where's the smoke? He swapped. Oh, he swapped the Scott crew into this Jackson. Oh, Ed's blitzing in. One more shot and that Jackson's dead. He drops the planes down, getting around the side with the Jackson. He's put this on to hold fire so he can try and target this specific Jackson, but doesn't quite get in range. Planes though not doing much. Oh, but there we go. The second plane gets the main gun crit and Ed's Tiger goes down. Meanwhile, there's been some carnage on this side, but gets a decrew and a steal on that machine gun.
Damn Krauts just wasted some of our riflemen.
Perhaps opening up the capture there later on. We have had a rebuild on the Sherman for PaperPadding. Allies are back on the drain though, so in spite of Ed losing his Tiger, pressure's on the Allies here. Just just about under the triple cap. Draining up fast. Might be about ready to fire again. Jackson's out back for repairs. So the Brumbear doing some nice work. A T-gun destroyed there. Panther in the mix now for LuchsSkywalker. He's gone for the commander on that though. I don't think that's a good choice. He doesn't have enough munitions to reuse the artillery on it. I've probably gone for the anti-infantry myself for the machine gun. Here we go, Brumbear. Nasty hit combining up with the King Tiger. But yeah, you never know when you're going to need maybe the Panther to come over to this side, chase away a squad that's trying to go for the cap. And with the officer, with the Panzer Commander, that's going to be hopeless. But here we go. Jackson slightly out of position. Doesn't have anything providing vision. Rifleman trying to go for the decap, having some success. Not high explosive, that's armor piercing, right? I suppose maybe you could be saying it's short for heat. Oh, they are high explosive. Well, there you go. Well, yeah, I think honestly, you know, Hanzawilhelm, he did his best there, but PaperPadding just letting down the team overall. He lost, what, 4 Clypes, or was it 5 in the end? No, 4. And that just, you know, constantly didn't have the rocket artillery to help deal with those triple Rakins who were just running around. He's trying to go for the Shermans to, you know, contain those vet obers, but didn't have the Calliope to wipe the Rakins in return and just end up losing so many of those Shermans. It's tough though. You're a little bit behind like that. But yeah, overall some, you know, just good back and forth brawling. I feel like the Allies kind of let the Axis off the hook. You know, Axis had such a shocking start to this game. But the Allies didn't really storm in there. Well, that was how it went, right? Or was it the other way around? Man, it was such a long game, I just can't can't remember what even happened anymore. Oh, I'm fried. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details it in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.